And welcome back, everyone. We're back a little early for you guys, but I think the next round is about ready to go. I think this round we have a little fun one for you. We're gonna have at table eight, so two of the undefeated players at 3-0 is Ben Norwood, better known as Benny, on Discord, is playing Red Midrange, and he's going to be playing
That's right.
against Rex. Yeah, Rex Mendoza, who's second
Yeah.
place at the Pro Tour and has at least one top cut. Is also playing a weird little three color white mill deck, dare I say. What do you think about that, Emmy?
Yeah. Yeah. Well said. I think like laid our eyes on that list straight away. And I'm glad we kind of hold off. And Rex is undefeated. Both players are undefeated, but I'm sure looking at Rex playing and guessing every next move. I think it's a
Yeah,
really interesting pick, and there's a few players with the same list.
yeah. Rex is one of those players. I always give Rex a hard time. Every event, he either goes like 0-3 or like 6-0. So he's 3-0 right now. So he's on a pretty good roll. I think we checked before this round, and there were about 17 undefeated players left, and
Yeah.
three of them were Grand Open winners. So it should be still quite a few good players and contention. And this event, as we talked about earlier, being top 16, uh, X and 2 should be good enough to put most people in the top cut. So we should see a pretty good
Yep.
array of decks in the top cut.
Yeah, absolutely. I wonder how many of them have Counter Sword.
Right. As you see from your screen there, we got the old Drake with Hippocampo and Counter Sword. That was man, last
I
round.
couldn't
That
resist.
was brutal to see. I'm glad there was a lunch
Yeah,
break because I had to actually like come back down from seeing a game and like that. Like, I mean, it's you you hate to see it, but it does happen. So I'm
it
sure
does.
no one ever
They
wants
both
to
play
lose.
so
But
well.
yeah. The
Yeah,
game one and then game two mostly like cosplay perfectly. So for him to go out, uh, and yeah,
yep,
all credit to Allende. That was great. So I think we're going to go
absolutely.
to round four now.
Yeah, we're ready.
All right. So as you can see, we got looks like the cameras are well, no, the cameras are fine. I think the names are backwards. So on the right we have Ben Norwood, and on the left is Rex Mendoza. So again, Rex is playing a
Yep.
white control deck with Mill, and on the
Hmm.
right we have Ben playing, I believe it was red mid range, right, Emmy?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry, I was just pulling up Dragon King. It's a list that we have seen. Is slightly different, but pretty much you should know what to expect.
yeah,
Something that you can't say for Rex, as you mentioned, there might be some mill. We'll see in which form, but I think the
yeah.
players are ready to go.
I mean, I think we see right away Rex's hand has a mandala. So I think
Okay, never mind.
the cat's out of the bag here. His hand is a
Yeah,
Heaving
exactly.
Piercing Castle, a Mandala, another Heaving Piercing Castle, a Starblessed Draw, and it looks like a Flood Stream.
Yep. Oh, we have a
So
Dino.
we got a great start from Ben, who starts off with a Dino Man, pretty much the best card you can start with. That is in the Nexus
Yeah,
versus most
great
anything.
3 drop. And passes over to Rex, who's gonna
Yeah.
start with a
Yep.
Forest of Sea Leaves.
So
One of my
yep.
favorite Nexus, to be honest.
So something to keep in mind with Rex's deck is that it is incredibly slow. Like what it wants to do is set up nexuses early, uh,
Hmm.
and then try to control the game with your big white boss monsters, right? Like elephants,
Mm,
Aegis, whatever. So
yeah.
what Ben is looking to do is pressure Rex early and often. So starting with a Dino Man is pretty much exactly what he wants. If he can keep the pressure on, oh man, that's
Yeah.
pretty good for
And
him.
we see a second one. When you see
Hmm.
white, you know you're against the clock as a red, right? Because once the
Yeah,
defense is up, I mean, Ben does have some
yeah,
efficient removal, but yeah, he knows he needs to go fast,
yeah.
but
So
decides to
I
swing only once.
I think this is probably maybe some unfamiliarity with the matchup. Not swinging with that Dino Man is basically just giving Rex a free turn.
Yes, I mean he doesn't have enough cores to play elephant now because he has 7 cores. So maybe he
Right. I mean
he
that
wanted
that
to
is
avoid.
something to consider. Yeah,
Mhm. Oh, we see
absolutely.
another.
Can't fault him for that, but still,
Mhm.
like I would rather just put him down to 3 and just play under elephant than
Yeah,
because if my opponent wants to totally tap out to play an elephant on one core, like I'm fine with
yeah,
that.
yeah, absolutely. Because he can swing under, right? As we
Yep,
mentioned, and I
absolutely.
mean Rex is just showing all the anti-red nexuses almost. I mean, having Piercing Castle, I haven't seen it since the launch event. I
Yeah,
think
that's
Atu was
that's for
playing
the
it
yellow
eventually.
matchup, I think. Yeah, that's really good in the yellow
Mhm.
matchup. It basically just means that their Phantasmal Paradises just also draw you a card.
Yep. Is a one-off, but still, you can get one card. You do need to use your soul core, so I
Mhm,
mean,
yep.
it kind of takes away from obviously suppression, but also against red is pretty valuable as
Yeah.
they could play a Star Blast during their turn. So we'll see what Ben decides to do next.
Yeah, let's see. I- he's trying to figure out how to play around these nexuses, just making sure he
Hmm.
knows what they do, which is fair. I mean, a
Yep,
lot of these cards don't see a lot of play, so I would have to also
for
read these
sure.
cards. What we
Yeah,
got? So his hand looks
especially.
like well, he has Burning Force. That's what he's considering here. Uh,
Mhm.
let's see.
Well, um, I
Starblast.
mean, he can't Burning Force, right? So Force Assist leaves level 1 says if you
Right.
have a burst card set, which Rex
Yep.
does, your one exorcist cannot be destroyed by effects of your
Yeah.
opponent
Yeah.
red
I think that's
spirits
why
or
he
magics.
was reading the forest there, just to make sure.
Mhm. Yeah. So we see one
And then
swing
yeah,
and the second
yeah.
one. Yep.
See,
So
so now just think if you attack with Dino Man last turn too, then now you're pop an ice shield. So now
yeah,
you
you're
keep Rex at 2 life.
correct.
Like that was pretty big. I'm
Hmm.
sure Rex is complaining, but let's see what we got
Yeah, now he has 2 solid redactions on board that can't be removed, and
with
quite
10 cores,
a
right?
hefty amount of
Yeah.
cores. Yeah.
So let's see if he has like an Aegis or something here. It's going to be yep,
Yep.
there it
There
is.
you go.
That's pretty cool.
You called it.
So gone to 3, drawing a
Such
card, and now we're able to core it up as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
Aegis
I mean,
being one of.
yeah, I hate to keep harping on it, but not attacking with that Dino Man is like the really big turning point in this game.
Hmm. Yeah, again, I think the thought behind it was from Ben to not want to see an elephant or an Aegis the
Hmm.
turn right after, but
Yeah,
it's inevitable. Hmm.
yeah, I
So
mean,
now.
it's like it's always coming. So it's not
Mhm.
like you can really play around it. Let's see. So Ben now has to
Agreed.
figure out how he's going to get past an Aegis here. I don't know what's in his hand. I know he has some burning forces, but those aren't going to do anything, obviously.
No, unfortunately, those are quite heavy, um, useless cards right now. But I mean, yeah, I'm trying to see also from his deck list what could he possibly find. Because obviously now with Aegis, Rex can block and bounce a 5 cost or lower, and Aegis on 4 cores is 10k. which for red is not a big challenge, but right now
Mhm.
Ben doesn't have anything to match that 10k.
Yeah, those burning forces just taking up space in his hand has really slowed him down. Yeah, what's
He's
he thinking about
thinking
playing here? I can't tell what he's thinking about playing. Okay.
Lalafosa.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So Aegis is a 10k.
Yeah. So he decides to swing with
Dilo, yeah, that's.
yeah.
I mean, that's fine. I mean, I might have wanted to swing with a Dino Man there, but let's see what he's gonna do.
I
Is he just gonna?
hmm,
Is he just sacrificing this
oh.
to do 1 damage? I guess. I mean, I guess you gotta do something, right? Can't just sit there.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, you're
I mean,
you're also
I
giving
would
him
have liked to see a
another.
more explosive turn, but
Yeah,
dealing with damage is dealing with damage.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's not looking great for Ben with one spirit on the field. Now it's back to Rex, which
Yeah,
again has 8 cores to play with that
yeah,
are not
I,
on ages, so
right.
potentially
I
more.
I don't think he has elephant yet. Uh, if he did, this turn would be pretty good. I think his hand is just some
Hmm.
nexuses and a mandala. Okay, Sheriff Eagle.
See an eagle again. Mhm.
So Sheriff Eagle
Pretty
being a
good
4K
card against red.
level one's very good.
Yep. The only
Kind of.
problem I would say is it's a 6k, so it's vulnerable to Dragno King, which we know Ben
Yes,
does play.
yes, it is. So
So
another
it's a
nexus.
second.
Yeah,
Yep, that's a second
for
Seal Leaves.
setting up for Mandala here at some point.
Hmm.
So currently Mandala is milling 9.
That's right. Mandala mills 3 cards on summon per Nexus up to 12. So I'm sure Rex wants to get max value, and he
Yeah,
might even want Ben to play a Canyon at this point. So
right.
starts filtering himself.
Which I don't know if Ben is aware of what Rex is
Mm.
doing just yet, because right now it does just kind of look like a standard white control deck with just more nexuses.
Yeah.
So that's a ritual
Oh,
fire.
and that is Ritual Fire.
Yeah, that's the
Nice.
promo, the Game Grumps promo,
Yeah.
ritual fire. Get rid of the Sheriff Eagle. Which, I mean, I'm sure Rex
Yeah.
is perfectly fine with that. There's an eagle. Now, it doesn't have enough cores to play one more spirit. I would really want to see one more spirit here before I started attacking, but
Mm.
you got to do something. We keep
Yeah, I
saying
mean,
that
you have to.
you have to try to pop that ice shield here.
Mm. Yeah, it's
So I would send Dino Man. I would keep that eagle. Nope, that I would definitely not do
mm,
that. Like
mm,
the eagle's your best spirit right now, so you're just losing it for no
yeah.
reason.
Yeah, because that eagle goes to 7k.
Hmm.
And even if bounce, it's quite cheap to play again.
Yeah,
So yeah, I don't know
yeah.
about that, but
So
Ben
Dino Man
decides to
comes in
swing
to
that, and then
try to
yeah,
crack this shield. I mean, even if you force the suppression here,
oh, we
oh,
see
yeah.
well,
So
actually Infinity Shield,
yep,
which
it's Infinity Shield. Yeah.
allow
So
Aegis to
Benny is
block again.
very obviously spirit light in his hand. So he
Mm,
he's probably for sure dead this game. If I were him, there hasn't been much time, gone in the round yet. So what I would do is I
yeah.
would play a few more turns, try to see more of Rex's deck, and then just concede to
Mm,
save time. Because you're not winning this game. There's no chance you ever win this game.
yeah, I mean,
So
we've seen some egregious swings so far, but here it looks really tough for Ben. I mean,
Yeah,
nothing on the board. Yeah, quite a few cards in hands, but not many cores because Rex has not been attacking, has
yeah.
been denying.
So,
Uh,
yep.
yep,
So there's that.
there you
Now,
go.
at the same time, if I were Rex, I would do everything in my power to not show him Mandala.
Hmm. Yeah, good point.
Like that card would be
Not
buried in
giving
my
that
hand.
information.
Yep.
Yeah,
So he is attacking. He's just trying to force this game so he doesn't have to show him more cards,
yeah,
I'm sure.
yep. I mean, the only thing Ben could have actually not enough cores for a volcanic break on the Aegis on
Mm-hmm.
defense. So
Yeah.
it's just gonna take 2 lives, go down to 3.
Drew suppression. So he's playing suppression main, which I
Hmm.
didn't notice before, but it's not going to help him in this
Yeah,
matchup. But
that's definitely there for yellow, right?
yeah, yellow in the
But
mirror.
yeah, yep. So Ben now really needs to optimize those 11 cores, maybe.
Yeah, he just doesn't have enough spirits in his hand. He just has like a handful of like spells, right? He has like Dream Bomb,
Mm,
Burning Force. I think he has a Dragno King,
yeah.
but like it's
Mm,
like sure, I guess you can kill Aegis here, but then you're using
yep.
your whole turn just to kill an Aegis.
Yeah, I just don't think he has any other option, honestly.
Right, exactly.
So we're gonna see
Like
that.
yeah,
Uh,
you can't attack here, so I mean, if you pop the
yeah,
elephant, I think you're definitely just
yeah, I don't think you do that. I mean, you
he,
know that
thinking about
White probably doesn't have the way to take 3 lives on the next turn, but do you want to give him 3 cards and 3 cores? Like, I don't think so.
right.
Um, yeah, the problem now
Well,
is
it's
that
just one of
Rex
those
is.
situations where you always fall in, right? It's like if you don't kill elephant, can you win? If you do kill elephant, can
Hmm.
you win? So you just kind of have to pick a path and
Yeah,
go for it.
and
Let's, so Rex is
Rex is
looks like he's
counting.
counting. Yeah, two,
He
four,
has 4
six, eight,
reductions on board.
9, 10, 14. Is it 14 cores?
Playing
There's a
Greg
Greg
Armor.
in there. Yep.
It's one of my favorite cards.
Ah, and there's the tank mobile.
Oh yes, I'm just
Yep.
gonna bring that one up because this is a set 2
Set
revival,
to
if you will.
vanilla. Yeah. That
Yes,
is a 10K for 2 cores. So
yes,
that that is
it's
the tech
massive.
for Genbu. But right now
Yeah,
it's just attacking.
that was attack for red. Absolutely, yeah. Such a massive vanilla,
He's
8
like,
cost, 5
I
reductions.
I see your Dragno King, and I will raise you a tank mobile.
Yep. And now Ben is just thinking, well,
Yeah,
how long do I have left here?
yeah. Rex is just
Because
like playing masterfully. Like he's not showing Benny anything he doesn't have to. He's not doing anything crazy. It's just here's some white cards and attack you.
yep, that's right.
So
It's
in theory, Ben just has no idea what Rex is doing yet.
correct. Like, I mean, it's a bit of reverse roles, if you will. Like, we're used to see red taking initiative and being the deck that actually attacks and swing, and whites being in on defense. But that Aegis turn was just
That was
impeccable
crazy.
with the
Yeah.
block bounce and second block, just clearing the board and putting Ben on the back foot. So now he's thinking. I don't
Yeah,
think he
he's
has
trying to
any
figure
flash.
out
Just
how he can get out of this. I think he has a suppression, but he doesn't have the cores to play it. Um, so I don't know what he's thinking
no.
about here. Doesn't really have any plays. I guess he's thinking about if he wants to trade or not.
I think
I mean,
so.
well, he's at 3, right? So he has to either block with something or go down to uh, one.
Yeah, now you have to block. I mean, uh, destroying the elephant during your opponent turn is not like it's less bad, I guess. Is still really
Mhm.
bad, but I guess you
Yeah.
take it.
So to me, this is just saying that Rex has all the answers to any kind of crackback, right? Like I know
Yeah,
he probably
he
has a nut
doesn't.
shield set, but he's just saying, hey, I don't care if you trade. I don't need a refresh. Just give me my
Yeah,
three cores, and we'll move on.
yeah, because also it will take the Dragno King with him, so
Yeah,
it's a really tough spot for Ben. Decides to
yeah. So
take life.
nah,
Is it?
he's thinking about it. Yep,
Yeah.
there he goes. He does take it. So if Rex has Dream Bomb now, he could actually just go for
Oh, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah,
think.
because
I mean,
Grey Garmier is armor red. So oh, he's got Dream Bomb. Oh, I can't cast it. Okay. Yeah.
white armor.
Well, plus he
So
only has. Oh no, he has five cores. But yeah,
no, he has 5 cores, but
it's by cores.
um,
Yeah.
yeah. So Greg armor level 1, 2, and 3 has armor red and white, which is just
Yep.
perfect against
Yeah.
Ben. So
So
Rex
game
is
one
gonna
goes
take.
to Rex.
Yes, I mean,
So
were you expecting something different there,
uh,
Sam?
I was expecting red to win that game. Usually when I see red against white, I usually expect red to win game one. Uh, I think once we get into game two is when you start seeing the white deck start to have all the answers. So
Hmm.
I don't know. We'll have to see how games two and three goes. So now we have to
Yeah, I
consider
was.
sideboards, right? I don't know exactly what. Let me see something.
Yeah, I was just checking. I mean, Rex has four Floodstream. He is
Hmm.
leaving nothing to chances. Four Dynas, I guess,
Hmm.
for the control mirror, and two Enterprise.
Yeah,
I mean, it's hard here because Rex saw three cards. Right? Like
yeah,
again, it's a red mid range, so I think players like Rex see those three cards and already know what the rest of the deck looks like. Um,
yeah,
but still, like, I mean, it's not certain. You know, uh, you can't just play safe. So we'll see what
yeah.
Rex.
Rex knows what's going on. Like from those cards he saw, I know that he's 100% sure what cards are in Ben's deck. He's going to side in the Enterprises. Be perfectly happy with that. I doubt he puts in anything else. Floodstream like doesn't do anything here. You
Mhm.
might catch like a Camellia Whip and a like Dino Man, but I mean, I think your deck is already so good against red that you're
Yeah,
happy with just putting in Enterprise. Whereas
yeah,
on the other side with Ben, he's probably looking to put in Dream Bomb. Um, I assume he has those cards like Thorn Prison, just ways
yeah.
to get.
Mhm. I was looking at his side. He has again, it's a picture. Trying to zoom in. It's two Dream Bomb, two more Ritual Fire, which is definitely just gonna side out.
Yeah,
He has two Dynas, one Suppression, one
yeah,
Double
yeah.
Art.
So the double heart
Um,
comes in. I'm sure the let's see what else. The Derms come in.
mhm.
Uh, just the obvious stuff. Dream bombs. So
That's right.
we'll see. Yeah, we'll see how this one plays out. But Ben really needs to start fast, right? Like there's no way that he can play passive with his board and Dino Mans again. He's really got to come out guns blazing, which I think he surely knows by now.
Yeah, absolutely. He knows that he cannot allow Rex to stick too many Nexus on board and just get away with the game by having a big
Yeah,
blocker, just like last game. So let's see if anything changes in Ben's strategy. But
yeah.
they're ready to go to game two.
Yep. I'm sure Ben will be happy to go first this game. Hopefully, kind of. starts the same way, really. I mean, he had a great start.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, I mean,
see what he
Dynaman
can
is
do.
what you want to see turn one.
Yeah, for
Two
sure.
Dynaman is better than one, but
So
I think you
looks like
you called it.
Dilfosa.
Let's see. We see a Dynaman, and we see, I think, a
Hmm.
Camellia Whip as well.
Yeah. Chameleon Whip. There was Derm right there. That's good. With
Oh,
Burning
so he cited
Force.
in the
Yeah,
Derm.
for sure.
Yeah,
Just two
that's a good
Burning
call.
Forces again? Man, that's rough.
Hmm.
So
Let's
if
see.
Rex starts Burst plus Force of Steel Leaves again. Okay. So this is going to be pretty
Unfortunately,
good for Ben, though,
yeah,
because he's just going to Burning Force that and attack with Dino Man. It's going to be like the fastest turn on the planet.
yep. I mean, Rex knows, like, he is expecting uh, that Nexus to not last too long, but
Yeah,
I think he might have
I
thought
can't.
that Ben decided to side out some of the burning forces, to be fair,
Yeah,
in game two.
couldn't
He's
Burning
going to
Force that
go.
fast enough. Let's see what else we have from Rex
Yep,
here. So Rex really wants another Nexus here because he needs reductions, or else his deck just doesn't do anything.
that's right. And for
I
four,
don't think he has any. He wants the Star Blast here.
he does. I mean, you know that you can probably see an Andromeda or a Dragna King, but you can't really wait for that with white. Like, you need to find something because Ben is
Yeah.
gonna push on the accelerator soon.
Oh yeah. So he's got an Ice Shield, Aegis. He kept Derman, but I guess that's nothing to really take out. What else
Hmm.
we got? What else do we have? Looks like he has a strong draw that he's thinking about. He has
Wait,
Star Blast he's thinking about.
Rex has Rex has a Dyna in his hand. You said.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so he sided in because he has none in main. Um,
Oh yeah, true.
he has
Good
four
point.
inside. So
Yeah,
yeah,
maybe it's just
so
better than
Rex is.
something else.
Hmm,
Maybe he's off the
Rex is.
Mandala plan for game two, and he just goes for more of a white control deck.
Yeah, that's interesting actually, because I guess that could be the strategy all along. Like, show the Mandala first turn and then side it out for the dinos.
This card's a second strong draw and a Derm. Okay.
Mhm.
So I assume we're just setting Ice Shield here and passing. All right,
Yep,
so this is the opening for Ben. Like he has got to have a good turn here, and then
yep.
this game is well in control for him.
There's a suppression. I think I see a Camellia Whip.
Yeah, he has Chameleon.
Yep.
Yeah, he had that like turn one, I think.
There is. Yep.
Now, if we can get one more card out here, yeah, play that Dilfosa. There we go.
Yep.
Now we're cooking.
Yeah, this is what he needed last game, really.
Yep.
But he
So,
found it
so
now.
now we cracked that Ice Shield, put Rex down
Hmm.
to two. Like, yes, we leave him with a bunch of cores, but he's got to deal with our board, right? So this is exactly
He has
what we want.
ages, so he's not gonna ice shield.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, yep. Like, super fast, counting 8 cores.
Yep.
Uh, and unfortunately, he doesn't have the
Yeah,
fourth
he's one
level
core short.
two.
So this
Yeah,
is
it's
interesting though because he only has three cores, right? So now he
yep.
can't even ice shield without
No,
sacrificing the Aegis.
no, it's really bad actually. But there's not much
So
more he
now,
could have
yeah,
done. I mean, well,
no,
I
no,
mean, I see the flood stream, but I
nah. I
mean,
mean,
he
this is the
could have
turn
just
now.
passed.
Oh, Floodstream's
Hmm.
interesting. Yeah, maybe we should have flood.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know because they're not saying we have to still survive the next turn.
No,
You
and
know,
he was
really.
a one life, right? So maybe what
Yeah,
he should have done was counting the core, knowing that Aegis would have had 3 cores. Then you decide to break the ice
yeah,
shield. Next turn, you set the
absolutely.
other burst down and just pass, and then
So,
you flood stream next turn.
oh, for sure. Yeah. So if I'm
Mhm.
Ben here, I think this is the turn where I want to Starblast draw. Like I want to set up for the future. Uh, we're cracking the ice shield anyway, so I think we want to core up the Dilfosa to make him bigger than Aegis, and then use the two that are on Camellia Whip right now to just Starblast draw.
Mhm.
Because that
I mean,
Dilfosa is cracking the ice shield regardless.
mhm. Yeah,
So
that's a good point. I think if he had one more spirit, would have been pretty much game, no? Because
well,
Camellia
yeah,
doesn't need to have a level 2. It doesn't need to be a level 2.
no, like that chameleon being at level 2 is irrelevant. Like I think you just use those cores to advance your board or draw cards. Like keeping it
Mhm.
as a 5K isn't doing anything to you
Mhm.
know build your board at all. And I know he has a Starblast in his hand, right? Yeah, yeah, it's a second card in his hand.
Why is he
Yeah,
not
why is
using
not
it?
doing it?
That's,
I
oh,
don't know. So we're sending with Dilfosa, uh, which
interesting.
should, yeah. I mean, this still puts Rex in the bad spot. I mean, because you want to ice shield here, right? And if you do, you have to sacrifice your Aegis anyway.
Mhm. I mean, you have to lose him and then I should, right? No, I mean, sorry. You have to just lose him because,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Like you
yeah.
can't even block with him. You have to just take
No.
one and then ice shield and sacrifice him. Like I mean, you have no other play. I mean, I
Unless,
guess yeah, like he could have
if there's
suppression. I
a,
guess.
no, he could have Infinity Shield.
Okay,
Uh,
so
oh, but
he's just bursting. He's not paying. Okay.
yeah, 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 yeah. Interesting. Okay, well, yeah. I mean, he could have. Yeah.
Okay. So we just
Yeah. I
well,
didn't. I didn't see that.
this is
Didn't see that Dream Bomb.
good. It's kind of risky, but no, okay. I mean Rex does only have 3 cores. I guess it's not that risky, but
Yeah.
uh,
No, I think
yeah,
that's.
because if you somehow can't kill him here, I don't know what Rex has. Like
Yeah.
4 cores.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's it.
so
I didn't see the Dream Bomb in Ben's hand, so
mhm.
yeah, that was definitely a good line to just close the game. Yeah,
Yeah.
if you have
I
that
mean,
Dream Bomb.
I I still think that playing the Star Bless was correct. Of course, Ben won the game
Mhm.
regardless, but might have played that a little differently. That's still
Mhm.
still well played. I mean, he had very well controlled that game.
Yeah, I'm sure he was just considering uh, every avenue because like the only thing that could have cost 4 cores and prevented Rex from losing maybe was a torn
Like an
prism,
avalanche.
but like
Yeah.
yeah, or an avalanche. Yeah, actually, you're right,
Mhm.
but
Yeah, that was the card I was
it
thinking
didn't
of.
seem
Was
likely.
yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right. I think Avalanche would have been the only way out. Because yeah, Torn
Yeah.
Prison, I was saying like +4, but then you're already taking life, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, Avalanche would have been one way out, and unfortunately, Rex does not play any Avalanche. We see
Yeah.
4 Dream Bombs, which is fair. I mean, there's not many white decks going around, so you're not worried about the white armor and,
Yeah.
Dream Bomb, even though costing 5, most likely is going to cost 3 in a white deck and has the added value of allowing for burst, which Rex wants because he plays Steel Leaves.
Absolutely. So we have a really good draw from Rex here. He has the Elephant
Mm-hmm.
Nexus. He has a second Nexus in his hand. He has a Flood Stream, and I think a
Yep.
Star Blast or a Strong Draw. So,
Oh, but
uh,
we have a
yeah,
replay.
that's
Yep.
yeah, that is huge. But oh, that was a Ice Shield, I think. So Rex is going to play second Nexus here, I think.
Yep.
Yeah,
Is that a
that's a good one.
mothership? Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Um, What would you prefer to lose? A mothership? Oh, never mind. You lose
Yeah,
both.
I
Nothing
with Rex's
sticks.
deck, I would prefer to lose the Elephant Nexus. I would rather
Mm,
keep Mothership in play. Yeah.
yep. Yeah.
So now with
That
six
was
cores, think Rex is just going to play Greg Armor. Yeah.
Yep, that's a great.
And then, yeah,
Um,
at the next turn, we can establish like Starblast draw, try to draw into ways to advance our board. I mean, Rex's hand is pretty strong. He has the suppression,
mm,
he's got a Starblast, he has a Floodstream, he has a nice shield. Whereas Ben has, it looks like an Eagle, a Dino Man. Decides to lead with the Eagle, make it a
mm.
7K.
Yeah, so
Right.
Greg Armor gains 3k on defense,
Yeah.
putting him
Yep.
on 6k, so cannot really block here, but can go up to 4 plus 3a. So
Yeah. Yeah. He can get up
let's
to an
see.
8 with 4 cores. So we'll see what Rex. I think he's going to Starblast draw and then core up his Greg
Yep.
Armor.
Yeah, I think that's a great way to lead this turn. I mean,
Yeah.
don't need to rush into it. He drew Aegis, I think, which is great
Uh,
news.
yeah. Aegis and another Floodstream, maybe? Yeah,
Mhm.
I think he has 2 Floodstreams in hand. It's 2 of something.
Hmm.
So
Let's see.
Ben's gonna
So
look to yeah, that Apollo is gonna be pretty good here. Well, does he have enough cores? One, two, three, four. Yeah.
4
And I
and 3. Yeah, just
yep. And the
the
Apollo
set amount.
doesn't select, so it gets around the armor
Correct.
red. See if
Yep.
Ben realizes that or not. He's counting cores. I think he realizes it. I think that's what he's
He's
trying to
reading the
figure out on
card.
this second round. Yeah.
Yeah, he's reading the
Think he's trying
card.
to work that out himself. I think he's figuring it out if Paulo gets around Greg Armor or not.
Yeah, I mean, if you're playing red, you should know. But yeah,
Yeah, but there
it's
are some
probably the
tricky
third.
interactions, so it's not
Yeah,
something that probably comes up super often, but it is
true,
something
true.
that is
Especially with
relevant here.
absolutely. So let's see if he, you know, realizes because he has exactly the right amount of cores,
Man,
and Greg Armor says
I
when the
know,
spirit's
yeah,
blocked.
yep.
Mhm.
I know that is exactly what he's figured out. He's working through his head.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
He should just ask a judge. Like if you're not sure, just ask.
yeah. Absolutely. Don't make your own mind.
Okay,
But
here we go.
luckily,
Here we
he
go.
figured out.
Here we go.
Yep,
Boom.
that's
Okay,
right.
there we go. All right, we got there. So
Yep.
now Rex is going to take one here, and then if Ben swings with the eagle, the Apollo is going to get flood
I
streamed.
would. Yeah.
Yep. I would not even
Oh,
hesitate. That Apollo is just
yeah.
dead.
Yep. You gotta do it. Absolutely. And
Yeah.
we
So
take
take
one
one,
life,
gain
go to
two.
2.
Yep.
But we know Rex has an Aegis, has an ice shield, I believe I've seen.
Yeah.
And again, like
Yeah.
super
His hand is just
fast.
stacked. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have any reduction, which is kind of holding him back right now. But his
Yeah.
hand is stacked. His cores are kind of gone off the table, so I can't tell. But he has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 cores. It seems like.
Yeah, I think he doesn't have enough for an Aegis level 2, which was what
Right.
kind
So
of
Aegis plus Life
got
Shield
him.
or plus Ice Shield isn't super great right now because you can't keep them both.
Yeah, I mean, you're going up to 3, but then what are you gonna do?
Right.
Like,
Yeah. Then you go
you
down to
have
2 and still only have 3 cores. So
that's right. Plus, the Eagle is gonna be a 7k. So with the
yep.
Aegis at 6k, you don't want to lose it. So
Yeah.
let's see what Rex decides to do.
I think we need one more turn for Aegis, but Rex does have another Floodstream. Um, I think Ben's hand is a little light at the moment. I think he has 4 cards.
A Dinah.
Yeah, so Optin for the Derm, gonna make him a
Yeah,
what? He's an 8K, I think.
because
Oh, it
no
has 4 cards, so I
has
think he's
4. Ah, I see. So you can do Ice Shield.
yeah,
I guess.
that I
Mm-mm-mm.
Yep,
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
seems like a good play. He has Infinity Shield in his hand. If it
Yeah,
comes down to it, how
yeah.
how big's Derm at
Also,
four
it's a
four
8K.
cores? It's an eight. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, is 8K at 3 cores, and during attack step, if destroyed by an effect, Rex can pay a core to restand
Right.
them. So it's not bad.
No, no, it's solid. Yeah,
Yeah,
8K block right
especially
now is
like
pretty good.
yeah, like
Yeah,
if he
chameleon.
sees another Dragno, sorry, Apollodinus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So what's going to happen here now is that Rex is basically just going to eat one of Ben's spirits and then have to proc his ice shield. So what Ben wants to do is go just as wide as possible. Uh, Probably throw the chameleon at the derm and then just proc the ice shield.
well, but here's the thing, John. Ben needs to think that an Aegis is in order, so he needs the third spirit. Because if he only has two and then it swings for the eye shield, Rex will not pop it because he can do Aegis
Yep.
next turn. So
Pop
he
Aegis.
decides to go wide. Yep.
Yeah. That's
I mean, he
great call.
is very vulnerable against the Infinity Shield or a suppression. Um, so
Yes. So knowing that, then Ben has to leave the Dinomans for last. So you want to swing with
that's right.
Chameleon first. Yeah. So you want to make sure that your Dino Men are your last two spirits.
Yeah. What is that card? He only has one core. Uh,
Burst, maybe?
the suspense. What is it?
Oh, well,
Oh, is it
you can't
Canyon?
play Canyon. Yeah, you can't play
No,
Canyon.
I can't play
So,
Canyon.
okay. So if I were Ben, okay, I would
Yeah,
set Star Blast because the only
yeah,
way that you can lose this game is
exactly,
if your opponent plays Aegis, right? So set
exactly.
Star
Yeah,
Blast, draw your four. But looks like he's opting
that
to
should have been
just
there.
yeah.
Yeah, swings with the Camille Whip, which is the most expendable of the four. Um, and Rex is counting. I mean, do you see a suppression? I think I do.
Yeah, yeah, he has suppression
Yep.
and a shield too.
Yeah, the best thing I think here is just take one life. Take a life, and then block the
That's
next
risky
attack.
though. Yeah, Gondor one is
Oh,
risky
that's.
because what if uh, I don't
I
know.
mean,
I
there's
don't
no
like Gondor.
burst. There's no options for double heart.
Yeah,
But it telegraph that you have suppression. I think. Wait, what?
yeah.
Oh,
I I would just block. Yeah, I mean it's
yeah, yeah, yeah. You just do it.
and then what Ben has to
Uh,
do now is it just I would attack with Eagle personally because then that plays around Infinity Shield. Ups the Sentino man.
plays around
So
Infinity Shield.
yeah, because then Derm is six
Yeah,
K and
because
your Dino Man are 6K.
yeah. So that's a suppression though.
Yeah,
So yep.
he's suppressed.
Ben is gonna pass.
Yep. So I think Rex
Yeah,
now. Like if Ben had the Star Blast set, uh, I think that Rex would maybe hesitate to play Aegis.
absolutely. But now he has like free reign
Yeah,
for ages, and I think it has enough cores.
he
It
should.
should
Yeah, I think
have
he
enough.
has like
Mm,
14 cores now or something. Maybe
shoot.
13. He has a lot.
Yeah. Hmm. Let's
So yeah,
see.
2,
Yeah, it's
4, 6,
counting.
8, 10, 11. Looks like he has 11 cores.
Hmm.
Yeah, so 7 for Aegis and then
So
put 4 cores on it.
yep,
I think he is. Oh, well, he has
there it
3. That's
is.
right.
Yeah, it does, right?
Yeah. There we go. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
he had just enough.
Wow. And now, if you're Rex, you're quite happy, because
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
if you're Ben, you're kind of sick, right? Because you're staring at your hand and that has Starbucks, and it's like, well,
yeah,
Let's
The one
see.
thing that really saves Ben here is the Ragno King, because he could come down,
Hmm.
destroy the Dyna, and then
Yeah,
swing
yeah,
for
turn.
15k. So
Absolutely.
let's
That'd be a
see. I
great
don't
card right
think he
now.
has it.
Nah,
Although
there's
he's gonna try to.
there's Starblast, so drawn two though.
Yeah. Does he have another one? I thought.
Yeah, I
Mm,
mean maybe.
hmm
I mean I know he had one
Yeah,
last turn. Maybe he drew another one.
it's very feels bad moment because yeah, that Star Blast uh, would have done
Yeah.
so much work. Drawing
Well, he's not
4.
out of it yet.
Uh,
He has some outs here. Let's see what we can do. Okay, there's a canyon. Canyon's
mm,
questionable, but it's something.
yeah, I mean,
You know,
you kind of have to take that trade
yeah,
in value because yes, there's a
when
Dyna.
you're
The thing is
staring down a
like,
derm,
mm,
you know.
yeah, and you know that Rex can play another Nexus and swing, but you also don't see an elephant, so you know that there's
Hmm.
no refresh, and at the same time, Ben doesn't have any eye shield, right? I don't see.
No, he has Thorn Prison, Dino Man. Can't quite make out what else he has, but I know he has a Dino
Hmm.
Man and a Thorn Prison in his hand.
Yep. So let's see what he decides to do. Um, so yeah, so you paid 2 for Star Blast,
Mhm.
2 for Canyon, and
Yeah.
1 for the Dynaman.
Yep. Leaving one
Yeah.
core behind.
Mm-mm-mm-mm. Not ideal for Ben, and seems like he's kind of out of options right now. Like you can't really swing.
Yeah, you can't really
Um,
swing this turn. I think you put that extra core on your canyon, though. I don't think there's any reason not to. Um,
yeah, I mean,
and
it's
then what else we got?
something else.
Eagle.
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
there
a
we go.
free eagle.
Yeah,
I mean, you know
but
that
now,
white doesn't
yeah,
have. Mhm.
yeah. I mean, now it's like, do we even bother attacking, or do we just try to set up for like a future turn? Because we know if
Mm.
we're attacking, we're losing two spirits regardless.
Mhm.
Three really because of the bounce. Yeah, so
Yep.
I mean, it's saying fine, I'll lose 75% of my board to deal damage, which I guess at this point don't have much of a
Yep.
choice, right?
And it's so easy for Rex to block because there's no cores, right? So he knows
Right.
that Ben is just crashing against the wall. So
Yep. And now
this
Dino
feels
Man
so
should
bad.
probably attack.
Hmm.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd throw
Decides
away
to
Eagle
go.
like that, but
Yeah. So, well, does he have?
and then
No.
I I think this Dino Man is just gonna deal one to Rex. I mean, if I were Rex,
But
I would
what
just
about
take this one.
suppression? Yeah,
I mean, I would just take
exactly.
this one. You're not in any danger.
Yeah. Oh, card slipped there, but it's
Like as
fine.
long as you have an answer to double heart, like you don't really have to fear being at two as a white player.
Yeah.
Two. Okay,
Well,
so there's the
Aegis
Nexus.
pretty much did
Yeah,
so much work. Oh wow! And
now we're
now
coring up the
the forest still
Nexus.
leaves
Yeah,
is yep, is keeping the nexuses
Durham's going up to
alive.
an eight. Force is getting cored up.
Hmm. Yeah.
So now we can bounce
So
that canyon if we have
yep.
to.
Hmm. Yeah. For you guys. With one core, when one of your spirit is destroyed by your opponent, selects the Nexus, return to their end. I mean, I don't know if Ban has a way to destroy any of these spirits, but nonetheless,
Yeah.
yep. It swings. Doesn't pay the soul core, obviously, because there's no
Yep.
reason to. I mean, Ben has suppressions. Not that Rex knows, because he hasn't seen any,
Right.
but
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Ben probably sided him out. I don't know what's in his hand, but I'd probably side out
Hmm.
suppression in this matchup.
Ben draw 2, discard 1. I think he drew 1.
Uh, I don't know if he drew 1 or 2 there.
I didn't.
I don't think he drew 2 cards. No,
Yeah, can
he's
we
counting
maybe
that.
check? Can we check with Judge?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, he didn't trigger his
ben needs
canyon.
to draw 2 cards for Canyon. Yep,
Oh,
and
there he
discard
goes.
1.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, there he goes.
Yeah, in these moments, like I've seen so many players just forgetting about Canyon. Like you're already in the mindset of like, how do I get out of this situation? You're not
Yeah.
even thinking about Canyon. But let's see if Ben finds any useful. I was just looking at his deck list, trying to think, because Dyna is at 8k, which Apollo Dynas could go at 8 with level 3 plus Canyon, but Dyna can just restand, so doesn't
Yeah.
do much there. Plus, the Aegis could block and bounce it again, so it's really not helpful right now.
Yeah.
So Ben
So
decides to discard
he's deciding what to discard here.
a
Pitches
Star Blast
Starblast. Okay.
with 2 Dynamen in hand. So it's just okay. And that's a Didafosa. Okay. It's just trying to play as a red player, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
So
would you
I,
have
I,
discarded a Star Blast, John?
mm, I mean, I don't know. His hand now is Double Heart Thorn Prison. So, like, I guess he's just going to try to double heart him
Yeah.
here. He has
Yeah.
exactly. I mean, it costs 4, so I mean, I guess
Oh,
he just
does he?
put the.
Ooh.
Why aren't you putting the Soul Core on something there, Benny?
Oh no. Oh
You can't. Doesn't have a
no.
Soul Core. It
No. It
doesn't
doesn't
have
have a
the
soul
Soul
core.
Core.
Ah, he realized
No.
it.
I mean, I think Rex has an answer
Uh,
anyway, but like,
yeah. Oh
not like
man.
this.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
he
he has
had yeah,
all
yeah,
the
yeah.
answers in the world, but
Uh
like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
not like this, Ben.
Yeah, he was probably kind
Yeah.
of stressed there in the moment. And you never
I mean
think
that.
about it, I guess. Like
Yeah,
you just know what the
that was
card
definitely a
does.
misplay, which he realizes. But
Yeah,
Rex, to his credit, did have an answer, so it's not like
yeah, 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 yeah,
you know, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
They're just like you blew
Yeah,
some
yeah, just
face.
okay. Yeah, yeah. You didn't see anything.
So that
But
was
what a
2-1
game.
Rex there. Yeah, that was a pretty good match. A little back and forth there.
Mm,
Pretty much how that goes. Red tries to kill you until it can't, right? So that was great.
yeah.
So I think we have
I
about
mean,
we got 7 minutes left in the round. Yeah, about
yes, about
7 minutes
7 minutes.
left.
Mhm.
So we
And
will cut away for a few minutes, yeah, and then we'll be back for round 5 of 8.
yes.
We will